What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to the first episode back of Curt's Question Corner. Now you may remember it from some time ago. I did about 6 episodes of it back when I had around 1k subs, but I'm resurrecting it now that I have more subs to ask some questions. So we're going to get straight stuck in, down there, wherever I'm going up. I might be going that way in fact. Will be some packs, some gameplay for you guys, and I'm going to be answering your questions down here. So we're going to get straight stuck in. What I do want to say though is if you guys could be thinking of some questions and put them down in the comments below, that would be ridiculously useful. It really helps me out. I can only do this if I have your questions. So if you could put them down below, don't do the usual things like favourite FIFA player, etc. Try and be creative, interesting, not too ridiculous, and hopefully I'll answer them. So I'm going to get straight stuck in, and the first one is, you look like Gutser. Mario Gutser. No I don't. You look like Moritz Leitner. No, I don't. You look like Jenkinson. Well, maybe with the hair. But no, I don't. Stop saying I look like these players. Jenkinson is the closest one. Gutser and Leitner, no way. I have no resemblance to them whatsoever. So stop. Every time I include my face, I get especially Gutser is the biggest one. Stop putting that one in. I know the comments are going to be full with it now, but no, I don't. Next question is from Pretty Mad, and he said, tits or arse? Tits for me. Aaron McCormack says, what's the worst thing you've ever smelt? Now, this is an interesting one. I wasn't going to answer this question, but then suddenly it triggered something back in my head. When I lived at my old house, and I believe I was at primary school at the time, I came home from school one day. My mum and dad were at work. I think my brother was at one of his friends, and my sister probably eating some cake or something. And I came in, and there was the strangest smell I have ever smelled. It was ridiculous. It hurt my nose to smell it, and it had filled the whole house. And I investigated. I was looking around. What is this? It smells really strange. It smells really strange. And the strongest part of the smell was in the kitchen. So did some investigation. Went into the kitchen, and turns out someone had been cooking something either at lunch or before they went out in the morning or something. And it was pasta, and they'd left like. Nowhere. Sometimes you drain the pasta in those plastic things, like with all the holes around the bottom. I can't think of the name of it. And they'd left that plastic thing sat on the hob and left the hob on. So this plastic thing had been burning away all through the bottom, and it just burnt and burnt and burnt and burnt up. And luckily it didn't catch on fire or nothing major happened, but it just slowly burnt, and the smell was horrendous. I can't explain what that smell was. But anyway, on to the next question, and that's from Harry Symes. He says, who was your role model when you were younger? Now, I never really had much of a role model, but the person I guess that I looked up to the most, that I wanted to emulate, was Thierry Henry. Being a gooner and him being the best player of my childhood era, I have to go with Thierry Henry. I remember many days in the playground trying to emulate his Charlton back heel, all his traits. I always tried to mimic, and I really did look up to him. I thought he was a fantastic player. Next question is from Mr. Jammin Ben, and he says, what is your favourite crisp flavour? Now, I'm very boring in terms of my crisp flavour. My favourite is ready salted. If it comes to Pringles, I like the sour cream and onion or the ready salted, and when it comes to Doritos, I just like the cool original. But just in terms of Walkers or whatever, ready salted, I like a lot of them, but if I had a choice, it would always be ready salted. Not too sure why, I just like them. Next question is from iham234, and he says, what mic do you use? What recording box do you use, and what editing software do you use? So for my mic, I actually use this. It's a Blue Yeti, very good studio mic. I'm not actually using it for this. I'm using my camera's mic, but usually that would be what I used. As for my recording, I have a Hauppauge HD PVR. It's right there, but I'm not gonna get it round for you. And editing program, I use Sony Vegas 11. It's best for PC in my opinion. Maybe Adobe Premiere or whatever it is. The Adobe one may be slightly better, but it's a lot harder to use and not simple. So anyway, that is going to be it. I've cut a couple of questions off. I'll perhaps save them for next week and we'll have a longer episode. Thanks always for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Put a comment down below with your questions. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I almost forgot to say, if you want to buy a /1 t-shirt or one of similar designs created by me and no bots, then go and check out the link in the description below.